What's up, guys? We are at Lake Palestine. We're fishing Flat Creek. All right, this spot is where I grew up at. This is where I learned to fish. My stepdad and I would come down here and just fish our hearts out when I was little. It's been about, I've been here one time in the last 2 years, so don't really know what the fish are doing, but the water temp is around 61 degrees. It's cold and rainy this morning, so we are bundled up pretty good, and we're gonna see it. We're gonna get out here and see what we can do. All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Absolutely. Me too. Let's go. Alrighty, the first thing I'm gonna throw is a black and blue chatterbait, 3/8 ounce, and I'm just gonna slow roll this thing with my tip up in the air as slow as I can. The water is up high, and the water clarity is about 6 inches right now, so these fish are gonna be up super duper shallow. I got a black chatterbait, and I'm just gonna slow roll it with my tip really high in the air to keep this thing really high in the water column. So here we go. We're here all day. Golly, he was close right there. He hit it as soon as he hit the water. Yeah. I mean, he was up there in the bush.
He's a good one.
Yeah, that's the way Palestine is, girl. First fish of the day came on a chatterbait. Goodness, as soon as it hit the water, man, he just ate it. That right there is a good, solid fish right there, guys. Just look how wide he is. That is too cool, man. He's just short and fat. Look how wide the tail is right there, dude. Just absolute good fish. A bone-chilling northern wind started to blow through, and it seemed even harder to get those bass to react to a moving bait, so we immediately started pitching our jigs to heavy cover. The good thing to do is just go ahead and get your rhythm going before you throw it in, pop twice, swing it out. Boom, it's there. That's a good one. Oh, good job.
Yeah. Woo-hoo.
Okay, guys, so we went up the creek even more. We're going to be fishing the north bank, trying to get out of this wind a little bit. The wind really picked up, and it is cold out here, guys. It is daggum cold. So far, we got 2 good ones. I caught one when we first got here on a chatterbait, and Stef caught one about 30-45 minutes ago on a jig. Now we're just gonna keep on rolling with what we got, and we're just gonna try to put some fish in the boat for y'all. So come right along with us, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, shoot.
That was a bite.
Definitely a bite, though. Babe, that was you. Sorry, little.
After Stef detected a couple of bites here, and I actually got my trailer stolen off of the back of my jig, we decided to go ahead and move on up the creek. Okay, guys, so far fishing has been pretty uneventful. We're decided to make a move. The sun's kind of coming out. It's warming up a little bit. We're going to go further up the creek. All right, and guys, when y'all are navigating Flat Creek back here, okay, thankfully I know it pretty well, and I still bump into stumps back here, guys. Don't rush, all right? There is a few places where there's rebar at and stuff, which are actually coming up to some right now, and just go super duper slow. I mean, guys, I'm not going over 3 miles an hour today, okay? So just take your time, go slow, and be safe.
Yes! Oh my gosh. I was like, yeah.
Okay guys, so we're off to find some cleaner water. This water back here, we've got, I mean, 2 inches of visibility. It's real nasty looking stuff, man. It's actually, the further we come back in this creek, the colder the water's getting. Not what I was thinking we were gonna see. Honestly, I thought the further I got back here, the warmer it'd be. Right now it's sitting at 54. At the boat ramp, it was sitting at 61. So we're gonna head on out the creek just a little bit, find a little bit warmer water with just a little bit more clear stuff around some grass or something like that, and see what we can do.
That's a fish, babe. That's like for real a fish.
Oh, he's got you tangled up on a log. Okay, go.
Oh gosh. I'm gonna swim.
Oh! Dude.
Babe, oh my gosh. He's keeper. I can't breathe right now. I was like,
golly, babe. Golly.
oh my goodness.
I think it's fin. Look at the gut on that thing, dude. Wow, that is a thick fish, dude.
Baby.
I know, man.
Third one on a jig.
I know, babe, I know. Okay guys, unfortunately my GoPro batteries died and I was not able to film the last hour of fishing. But here's what you missed. Stef connected with 2 more fish. She boated a short fish and then she boated a pretty good sized keeper around 17, 18 inches. All right, I want to talk to you about what she was using versus what I was using, because I did not catch a single fish on a jig all day. The only fish I caught was a bass on a chatterbait when we first got there. All right, now when she first tied on a finesse jig when we were flipping at cover, I thought a little bitty finesse jig, great. She'll sit there and catch the numbers and I'll fish my big jig and I'll just catch the really big kicker. Obviously, if you watch the video, that's not how it went down, okay? She caught all the keepers and the kicker fish, okay, which just blows my mind. But then I got to thinking, all right, wow, this has happened to me before. This is the second time I've got beat out by a little bitty finesse jig. And while she was fishing this jig, okay, what was going through my mind when she went on her catch and bass streak, I guess we'll call it, is I was like, well, maybe she's getting bit because the jig is lighter than mine. So I stepped down from a 1/2 ounce to a 3/8 ounce size jig. So maybe I could match the rate of fall through the water, okay? Again, that was not the case. It hit me on the way home that these 2 jigs are completely 2 different size profiles, okay? And that little bitty profile right here that you see is so much smaller than this full size, okay? So I was like, whoa, oh my gosh, that right there is it, okay? You know, I preached and preached and preached. When the bite's tough, downsize, you know, and it just never occurred to me, hey, I could downsize my daggum jig, and it just didn't cross my mind. And I was a little upset with myself. I wasn't gonna lie, okay? But basically, okay guys, we both fished a black and blue jig with a Rage Craw trailer. She just fished a finesse jig, wherever it's at over here. She just fished a finesse jig, black and blue, with a Rage Craw trailer, excuse me. This right here is a 3/8 ounce, all right?
Bigsby, Strike King Bigsby flipping jig, okay? And that smaller profile is what got her fish in the boat. Now, she ended up catching 5 fish all day long, okay? It was either 5 or 6 fish all day long. And she boated 1 non-keeper, and then I caught 1 daggum keeper, okay? So I was really not happy with myself, but I was super glad to see my wife succeed in jig fishing, okay? Last year, she caught some pretty good fish jig fishing, but that's when the jig bite was just super duper on, and you just put a freaking jig anywhere, and they did it, you know? Here today, the bite was obviously tough. She broke out that little bitty finesse jig, and she just went to town on them, and she caught that huge kicker and boat swung it like a champ. I was super proud of her. So super proud hubby moment of my wife right there. Fishing partner for life. Awesome stuff. So anyways, guys, like I always say, please subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know that y'all like this kind of content, and I will catch y'all later.